All right, we now join Chemutai Guen, who is in Tassia. Chemutai, if you can hear me, what is happening currently?
Well, Vicky, the rescue operations are expected to literally go into midnight. And from the pictures you can see, we are actually really far away from the area where the building collapsed, because the security officers have actually put this tape here to try and barricade and also reduce the amount of traffic in terms of people who are also trying to peek and trying to see what is happening. We are really quite unable to see, even in case they are able to pull out somebody, whether alive or dead. We are having a difficult time seeing that. But earlier on, we were able to speak to the Assistant County Commissioner, Mr. James Moirori, just to try and get information from him how far the rescue process has gone, if they've been able to pull out any more survivors or even fatalities. But he was a little bit economical with the truth and actually just said that as at 4 p.m., the figures remain the same, that so far 33 people have been rescued, 5 people dead. Remember, yesterday we also saw that there was an infant among those fatalities. So far, really, it's just the operations that are still going on. We know that so far they've been able to come through 2 floors of that house. They are trying to get through to the 3rd floor as they try to rescue more people. We are trying to speak to the officers here, but they are also very cautious about what information they are giving you. But if you can see from those pictures, on that side is the area where the National Disaster Management Unit, together with the Kenya Red Cross, set up an incident command center and tent where they are providing support to even the families who are still looking for their loved ones. Remember, over 20 people are still unaccounted for in this incident. We know that it was a 6-story building with 57 housing units. Most of those were occupied. It was not fully occupied, and what is left of that is actually just rubble. They're still trying to cut through the huge the metals, and even just trying to dig through the cement, the slabs, to be able to rescue the people that used to live there, whether dead or alive. We know so far that several of those have been taken to hospital and are getting treatment, and we are hoping that even as the night goes through, that they would be able to even get more survivors. But already it is actually drizzling over here, and there are also concerns that if the intensity of the rain increases, it may also complicate the rescue operations, and they may even have to call it off and resume the next day. So as we stand here, residents are still standing here just waiting to see what is happening. There are crowds that are still milling around here just waiting to see. Families still actually anxious, hoping that they will get some good news any minute, that maybe their loved ones who are still trapped in there have actually been found. We've seen several officers from the Kenya Defence Forces, the Kenya Red Cross, St. John Ambulance still pitching tent here and also trying to help with the rescue operation. So Vicky, here it is, activities are ongoing. It's actually just a few, like 50 meters away from the other side. The crowd here is actually blocking the scene, but 50 meters from here is where the rescue operations are still going on. So Vicky, we are hoping that as the night progresses, that there will be more good news, that more people will have been found, and possibly even just try to get information on whether the owner of the building has been found by the officers and is able to even feed information about how many people were residing in that particular housing complex, whether there were families, how many units were there, how many were occupied, and also the stature of that building. Remember, there are concerns whether the structure of that building was solid, and engineers from the National Construction Authority have also been here just trying to look at that building, look at its structure, just to ensure that it is actually it is solid, and maybe it would also help with investigations going forward. So Vicky, we will be giving you further updates in the subsequent bulletins, even tomorrow, when we are able to get more information from the government officials who are actually in charge of this scene, led by the Assistant County Commissioner, Mr. James Moirori, and even other officers that are also here. Vicky.